Hey, friend, and welcome back to the Food Shed. Thank you for the question. So, let's talk about this a little bit. I did order 20 eggs from Thieving Otter. Thieving Otter's in Tennessee, and I'm over here in Washington State, so those eggs had to ship across the country. During when they shipped, there was a pretty good cold patch that came through, and I don't know if the truck was insulated, they were temperature controlled, whatever, but the 20 eggs arrived unbroken, so obviously it wasn't poorly handled, and I put all 20 eggs in the incubator. Of the 20 eggs in the incubator, on day 14 I candled them. 11 of them looked like they were viable, so I took all 11 and I put them in the hatcher, and all 11 hatched. So I'm really happy that happened. But one of the 11 perished shortly after hatching, just didn't thrive at all and ended. So the other 10 are in the brooder and they're doing good. They're growing quickly. They're eating a lot and they're drinking a lot and doing what quails do. So why I mentioned the fact that it shipped and it's cold is, handling could have been rough. Don't know what, that may have caused an issue with the eggs. Colder temperatures I've noticed, even in here with these eggs, with the temperatures below about 40 degrees, and I leave the eggs out here until the end of the week. I collect them once a week, and it doesn't harm the eggs, but when the temperatures are below 40 degrees and the eggs spend a couple days in that temperature, what I've noticed is that the rooster eggs don't seem to develop as well. I'll get a lot of hens hatched out, but I'll get very few roosters. In fact, when I candle them, I'll notice that I have a greater preponderance of eggs that are not developing, and what I suspect is that those cold temperatures are causing the rooster eggs to not develop properly, and so they just don't turn into birds, and the hen eggs are not as impacted by that, so their genetics continue to grow, and those embryos grow up and become chicks. And so I suspect something very similar with this, although 50% hatch for shipped eggs is not something to be upset with. That's actually a pretty decent hatch rate. So I'm not upset with that at all. And again, if it's shipping in the winter and some of those eggs or the majority of those eggs that didn't hatch were male eggs or male embryo eggs, I'm not upset with that. That's just the process of buying things in the colder weather and hoping that it doesn't do that problem to you. So, yep, it is what it is. I'm happy with the 10 eggs I got, or the 10 birds I got. That's a much higher amount of eggs than I was really expecting to get out of it. And I'm hoping to get 1 or 2 roosters out of there and all the rest hens, and I'll be really happy with that. But I guess we'll see in a couple weeks when they start developing chest feathers who's who in the zoo. But again, thank you for your question. I hope this helps. And again, Thieving Otter is a very reputable group, and they do sell some really good eggs. And I think this was more a combination of the shipped eggs and the fact that they were shipped during the colder weather. And that's entirely on me and when I ordered them, and not on Thieving Otter. I'm sure they had wonderful weather there in Tennessee, where I was not having wonderful weather here in Washington State. So again, I hope this helps out, and thank you for the question, and have a great day.